relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're
watching Death Curse.
Hey-o.
Say a bunch of cool shit.
I got a lot to say, but even more to prove. What could you not twist out?
What is up, dudes?
I love that every time.
Yeah, man.
I laugh at the Pompeii jacking off, dude, every time.
Dude, it's so fucking good. Oh my god.
What is up, everybody?
Yeah, I have to, like, we've had that up for like 2 streams, and I have to fight off just like triggering it constantly. Dropping it in the Discord for the boys as well.
All right. You doing introductions?
Yeah, right. I'm Spencer. We got Jeff here too, who's the little hands, and Gina Corona, our resident Ryan.
The big hands.
Yeah, the big hands. I'm all face right
dicks.
now. Yeah, we normally do like
the better to grab your balls with, Jeff.
15-20 minute hangout. Give people time to pop in here.
My hands are too callous for grabbing dicks. Ryan's got those soft, supple hands.
Right. Oh, dude, I got the softest hands I don't know how. I did manual labor for years. I like worked in kitchens and shit. But
I bet you did.
Yeah, I have the hands of a newborn baby. Beth like laughs at it all the time because I have like the softest hands, and I also have like an autistic aversion to like lotions and shit like that. So
it's
it makes
all the
no
butter
sense.
you cook with.
Yeah, I got that Paula Deen moisturizer.
Makes me want to say.
Yeah, pure butter from Paula Deen. Yeah.
Cooks with butter, but jerks with margarine. Who'd have thunk it?
Jerks with margarine. You jerking off with the margarine in there, Spencer?
I'm not wasting the good stuff, Mom.
Yeah, it's not butter. I'm on my water kick.
I can't believe it just came with that.
Although this water bottle Beth got me makes me feel like a giant toddler because it's like it's got a straw in it.
I was hoping it had a nipple on the top.
Big black penis shaped sippy cup.
Like I was hoping it really was just a bottle. She's like, this is how I have to give him his liquids now because he'll spill anything else. Yeah, she says this is
the only way they come. They don't have any other top.
She said these are man bottles?
Yeah, it's this baby-proof bottle top.
Yeah.
What is up, everybody? We are Death Curse. That's the most delayed 3-minute intro ever. We're getting set up here.
We're all delayed.
We did a little trip to the pawn shop yesterday, or not the pawn shop, Jesus.
You're not supposed to talk about that.
The thrift store. Yeah, I went and sold a bunch of shit. No, we went to the thrift store. I don't know why I thought pawn shop. Like a Salvation Army in our area.
Same smell.
And coincidentally walked in the door, and me and Mike were just like, we'll see if we can find some stuff for the short film while we're here. Get some of the like victim outfits and stuff on the cheap. And
do you have any victim outfits for clearance?
Yeah, well, we walk in the door. Well, that was the weird
Where's
thing. Was like
victim section?
We're getting like adult men's clothes, and then we're just standing in the kids section trying to find kids clothes for the set dressing, and we were like, we should get out of here.
You're holding up clothes to like the customers, like, this is about your size.
Yeah, I could totally kill you in that.
I'm just imagining you with your throat slit right now.
But
excuse me, if you were gonna be killed, what would you be wearing?
Well, we walked in the door, and the lady was like something like everything with a green tag was 50% off the normal price, and then everything with a
really
pink
slashing
tag,
prices.
Yeah, at a Salvation Army of all places, and everything with a pink tag was like 99 cents, and we're like walking through the store, and like everything had a pink tag on it. So
where's your toe tag?
Yeah, we got a little bit of stuff for the film because I didn't have like a bunch of side money. I got books to make, but
Side money, see?
Got some more stuff for the short film. Like, I got this hideous fucking tweed jacket for one character because it's, set in the late 70s into the 80s, and we didn't want everybody to just be in, like, t-shirts and jeans. So to mix things up, we got some, like, button-ups and stuff like that. But we found an old radio that was, like, $1. Some real creepy shit. A bunch of shitty old picture frames and stuff like that. Found, like,
it's just a DVD copy of the movie Radio.
Oh, that was one of the funniest things. I grabbed 4 VHSs they had there. There was like a bunch of bullshit, but I got oh man, I can't remember the fourth one, but I got Monty Python and the Holy Grail on VHS, and then right next to each other was True Lies, the movie that I saw as a child that made me like weirdly fall in love with Jamie Lee Curtis. And then right next to True Lies was Trading Places, which is the movie where she goes topless that I saw when I was like 12 late at night on TV, and is probably responsible for me just being a boob fiend. But
Jamie Lee Curtis has a veritable spank bank of films.
Yeah, they were right next to each other, and I was like, whoa, these are the movies that, like, shaped my horny brain. And I grabbed them on there with Beth. I was like, Beth, you gotta check this out.
Yeah, those are her special rack movies. You put those movies on a special rack.
Yeah, those are the reason I love big old boobs. Beth was
I think I told you guys
grateful.
my trading Places story. My dad took, when it was out in theaters, my dad took me to see it. And then when we got in the car, I was like 9, we got in the car and he looked down at me and goes, bet you never seen a naked lady in a movie before, huh? And I was like, yeah, I was what was that?
You know the boobs were formidable when I didn't remember Eddie Murphy was in the movie until I bought it again yesterday.
I thought it was a Muppet movie. I thought the 2 old guys were the 2 old Muppet guys. I was just so focused on the boobs.
I thought you meant they were her boobs.
Yeah. So got those. Oh,
what
and
are
then
those Muppets, Daddy?
You call these hangers?
Another $1 steal was the fucking Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack on vinyl, which closes out with Axel F. Yeah, man. I was like, holy shit. They also had a lot of Robert Goulet. I didn't get any of it, but they had a ton of it. If there's any Goulet heads out there.
We have a crossover with that branch. It's metalheads, comic horror fans, and Robert Goulet heads.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of overlap there. The best thing I think that dude ever did was that commercial he did right before he died, and I don't remember if it's like a Geico commercial or what, but it's just like Robert Goulet like running through an office, jumping on desks and kicking everybody's like computers and shit over.
One day they'll talk about me on Death Curse.
Yeah, they're like, it's like there's nothing worse than whatever, and there's like, but you could have like Robert Goulet trashing your office, and then it's just like cuts to Robert Goulet trashing an office. I'm hoping I'm not misremembering this. Let me see if I can find it.
Are you sure it wasn't like something that happened and they just caught it on film and you thought it was a commercial for something?
Yeah, right. Right.
He had a meltdown or something.
He died like an Anne Heche moment. He just went crazy.
Wait, is it?
Oh my gosh, that was nuts. I don't know if we talked about that. Like her trying to get out of the gurney as they're putting her in
like
the
a fucking
ambulance.
zombie.
That was wild. It's only like 2 seconds. You're like, what happened next?
Well, even the fucking cameraman got scared because you see like it pulls back as soon as she jumps up.
Yeah, because I saw people saying it was a bot. She came out of the body bag. They're like, no, she was in a burn thing and she's a celebrity. They're just covering her up and protecting her for multiple reasons. And then she's like, brains!
Did you see the clip before that, though, from somebody's Ring camera where you see her car speeding down the road?
I guess he did a whole series of them.
It's like
and
cartoon fast.
It was for Emerald Nuts.
Well, I never saw these.
Yeah, it's just Robert Goulet, like, everybody gets knocked out in an office and he's, like, destroying everyone's shit. It's amazing.
My wife's uncle looked exactly like that, dressed like that, like big gold watches. I worked for him for a while. It was
Goulet.
Yeah, I don't know if he was a
all
Goulet
uncles
head,
from that generation look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a salesman, so he had that salesman
2007 Emerald Nuts Super Bowl ad. That's what it was. It hung around for a while, though, and I was just always like, the only reason I ever knew about Robert Goulet was the fucking Will Ferrell bits on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never would have, like, thought of him otherwise. And then he did that commercial in 2007, and it was all over the place for a while, and I remember thinking it was the funniest thing when I was just a 17-year-old stoner. Not a lot has changed. What are we drawing tonight, boys?
I
don't find drug humor funny.
No, you don't, because you're like a Christian altar boy. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna feel bad if you do come up here and because it's such a casual. No, it's such a casual.
Hands on you.
You're right.
He brings his Baptisty snakes.
I keep offering Jeff to smoke and drink with me, and he keeps trying to baptize me. Anytime he can get me near a decent body of water.
Jeff, why do you always have snakes with you?
Just come down at like 6 a.m. to you in my living room with 2 snakes wrapped around your arms.
I'm helping you, Spencer.
Yeah, I'm cleansing this fucking satanic house.
Just calls up Ryan like, okay, Jeff is way more hardcore than us.
Yeah, Jeff's.
He's not.
I don't
he's
know
not
where the
smoking weed, but he's
came
drinking. He's drinking rattlesnake venom.
Yeah. He's been hallucinating on snake venom for 12 hours.
He says it's not drugs, but he's acting like it's drugs.
He's been yelling Shababa over and over again for like 8 hours. We don't know what it means.
He keeps saying he's gonna smote us.
He's sweating a lot.
We didn't call the cops though, because he hasn't said he's God yet.
I'm pretty sure Jeff is just Robert Duvall this whole time.
That's what we're drawing tonight. Robert Duvall.
Yes, sir.
That was all an elaborate setup. We knew the whole time.
In Get Low. We're doing a Get Low draw.
Robert Duvall drops it like it's hot.
I think it's about time we get low. I don't think I ever made it all the way through that movie. I'm like, that's another one where I'm like, my brain probably filled in the gaps on that. Was like, yeah, this is another John Wick movie, like Pig. Time to get low means it's time to kill everybody. The end of that movie is just Robert Duvall John Wicking an entire town. You know what I'm talking about?
I had a similar thing where I was looking for alien movies on Amazon, and it gave me like all these different, like alien films and stuff. And there was one called The Story of the Ryan White Story, and it didn't have a description on Amazon. And I'm like, okay, it looks like it's one of those true stories from like the 80s. That was like a made-for-TV movie with Luke Haas about a kid getting abducted. And then I clicked it, and it takes me to Netflix, and it says in the description, a young boy is given AIDS from a blood transfusion.
Sick.
I think they messed up here.
Very alien.
They confused HIV with UFO.
Yeah, it's like, there's alien blood in my body.
Yeah, the Ryan White kid. So I was like in 3rd or 4th grade or something when that whole thing happened, when that guy got AIDS. And when that kid got AIDS, and I got all freaked out because, like, his name was Ryan. And I was like, oh, shit.
Because Ryan was getting blood transfusions constantly, and they had this.
Do all Ryans get HIV?
Yeah, I was like, oh, man.
Yes, son, they do.
Yeah,
and she leaves.
Oh,
yeah, just shoot yourself because the hospital says you have to get a blood transfusion. No! No!
Right. I drew Robert Duvall. I'm done.
Slam dunk. Oh, man. Uncanny.
That's a good Robert Duvall.
Metatron, what is up? He said it was her most realistic role ever, and I'm not sure who we were talking about now.
Oh, crap. You're making this try to remember 5 minutes ago? Come on.
Yeah. It's already been 15 minutes. Hot damn. We're gonna get into some drawing here soon. Although Ryan's just completely off camera.
No, when I draw, I'll be on camera. Oh, and Hayes. Damn, yeah, that was that's cold, Metatron.
What's his face? Who
All
did
right,
my
Ryan.
Durf back
Draw
Durf,
Anne
who
Hayes
did
now.
my friend Dahmer. That was how I found out Anne Heche died. I was like scrolling Twitter, and he made a post about it. And was like, "R.I.P. Anne. You were a great Jeffrey Dahmer's mom." No, that's Paul Walker. Oh, I thought you were drawing a burning car. Yeah. And I thought the eyes were tires.
You want her?
Oh, at least you got her makeup done.
She's on fire.
More like,
Holy shit.
More like Anne Smash. Because she smashed into a building twice. 2 different buildings. It's been long enough. It's been 5 days. No one will remember she's dead in a week.
In internet time, it's been 10 years.
Yeah, right? It's like triple dog years, man. It's insanity. Like smoking like a gay pirate.
Why is Ryan throbbing right now?
The hair curl adds to that. Yeah, I don't know. So it's what he's doing with his left hand.
You're not supposed to be able to see that.
Shaking
the table taint with the left hand. That's its secret.
The whole band?
The band hole.
Ooh.
What are we drawing tonight?
I don't know. I don't think we had a topic.
I know me and Jeff still got
draw some dudes.
Plenty of sketches.
Maybe some chicks.
Maybe some chicks.
Maybe Jamie Lee Curtis's titties.
Yo, somebody
Excuse
was
me.
a real
Boobs.
lucky backer. I randomize them and that goes out to a woman.
That's my mom.
She's like, "Yep, those are Jamie Lee Curtis's."
Yeah, it's just there. You don't even see her face or anything. Those look just like Jamie Lee Curtis's boobs.
Nailed it.
Circa 1979.
Robert Duvall smelling napalm. Oh man, that is a good night though. We do a Full Metal Jacket.
Together?
Yeah. We put all our heads together and fire one through all of them. See how many of us it takes out. You guys game for a ritual suicide pact? That's what this will get flagged on.
Gotta do something to boost the numbers.
Wait, you combine Full Metal Jacket with Apocalypse Now.
Oh, is that what it is? I'm just I'm jamming all the Vietnam movies together now. This is why you don't smoke, kids.
They all have credence in them, so it's easy to get confused.
Yeah, like it's the same. That's the problem with Vietnam movies. The same soundtrack. The same 10 dope songs. Who am I thinking of in Full Metal Jacket?
You're thinking of Arlie Ermey, probably.
No.
Vincent D'Onofrio?
What is that?
No, not Private Pile. Hang on.
Animal Mother?
No, I know.
Joker?
No,
All Quiet on the Western Front.
The fucking the CO on the ground.
What's his name? Cowboy or something?
Dr. Strangelove.
Omar Sharif. Antonio Banderas. 13th Warrior. We just keep compounding, just rooting off the whole day.
I don't know anymore. I'm losing my mind. Don't listen to me.
Some Spike Lee joint.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Five Bloods. That's what I was thinking of. Man, who the fuck am I? I don't know anymore. I don't know, man. Arlie Ermey. Yeah, I was thinking of Arlie Ermey the whole time. I'm like, only the most famous fucking dude in the movie. what was the dude's name who played Joker?
Matthew
Modine. Modine, that's it. I wanted to say Moline for some reason. He was I told you guys I rewatched that Troy Duffy documentary again recently, overnight. And there's a certain point where Troy Duffy and Harvey Weinstein buy a bar in Boston and like become like part owners together on it. And Troy Duffy basically like runs the whole thing, and it becomes like a little Hollywood in Boston. There's just like a bunch of like weird fucking people showing up from it. Like Jeff Goldblum loved to hang out there. He was probably like one of the cooler people to show up. But Modine was one of them, just like chilling in the background in a bunch of shots, like drinking beers. I was like, what the fuck? It was like the weirdest mix of people ever. And I didn't know he was like a Boston guy.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he was just there all the time. Same thing with Goldblum. I was like, why the fuck was he there all the time?
He's real artsy fartsy too, so I'm surprised he would want to like hang out with those dudes.
Yeah, and it's
Plus
literally
Chaos
like
Theory.
Yeah, it's like an Irish dive bar. I'm trying to remember everybody else that was there.
Oh. Yeah, he does Chaos Theory talk too. It's about dinosaurs in that other movie.
Chaos.
I rode on a boat to Catalina with Jeff Goldblum once.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer?
Did you kiss him?
No, but he kissed me.
Ooh.
I just didn't kiss him back.
Right.
Beneath the bearded barley.
I gotta. Oh, Jeff, don't ever change. You're so wholesome and gay.
And that pays well today.
Yeah, man. You're gonna be working for the big guys in no time. I just gotta set my camera up. I just gotta feed my baby.
No, you guys didn't answer my question. What's the best Vietnam War movie?
Jesus Christ Superstar? Duh.
Dare you? I ask serious film questions. This is
And
the
I
response
gave you
I
a
get.
serious answer. Jesus
I don't know
Christ
that I've
Superstar.
ever ranked them, and I don't know when the last time I saw one was. Apocalypse Now.
That's so lazy. The best Vietnam movie is Predator. Because they don't tell you it's Vietnam.
All the Vietnamese army were played by Central Americans.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people don't know Vietnamese people are just Panamanians.
How does Charlie know how to speak Spanish?
And Panamanians are just guys who love Van Halen. I think that works for my camera, kind of. This fucking...
Get to the Ho Chi Minh Trail!
This robot's dick. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So, Jeff, what are you drawing?
I'm going to draw, I think, one of the characters from City of Rat.
I was gonna say, call me crazy, but I think I see a motorcycle. Ooh, so I can monitor.
I think I'm going to
chat.
do Roland. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do Roland or if I want to do one of the other dudes to mix it up.
Roland? Oh! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Didn't know you were going to break out the Sam Kinison tonight.
Always, every night. For one night only. Every night.
That's like, yeah, I didn't know he was going to do that either.
Yeah, right.
I'll break out the Rodney Dangerfield by pulling out my huge dong.
Take my
That'll
dick.
get
No,
us
really.
taken down.
Take it.
What do I gotta do? What am I doing tonight?
I don't know. I'm thinking about sculpting the Can't Kill Cade head, but like this is the mummy head. It's kind of.
Ooh, yeah, that's the best.
I don't know. We really should have come with a game plan here tonight.
Nah, that's not like us. We'll be doing that in the near future. This is us working out the kinks. It's been a long day.
For 2 years.
Shut up, Jeff.
No, just working out the kinks.
Yeah, you're still
Their 10-year anniversary. Yeah, just work out those kinks one day.
Still a little kinky.
All right, this is our last show. It's been a great 60 years together. Let's work out those kinks.
Spencer's dead, and we never figured out those kinks.
Spencer somehow recontracted monkeypox, even though they cured it 50 years ago. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you gotta love that.
He kept saying, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
You gotta love that print error that doesn't exist. According to our printer.
That was intentional. It's a story moment.
I'm gonna do the unnamed fat guy with the cool dagger tattoo on the side of his head. I'm gonna just do the lobby characters, Jeff. Spoil a bunch of dumb shit that doesn't matter.
Have you guys watched Game of Thrones yet?
God, no.
No.
Fantasy shit?
Why? How was it? You can spoil it for us.
Yeah.
It was alright. It's fine.
Oh.
Just I'm
missing out.
Yeah. It's noticeably like cheaper. Like the costumes and the sets and stuff feel like a little cheaper than the original show. And it does have like that thing where it's kind of like, when they do a TV series of a popular movie and it's like, okay, these are the same characters, but it doesn't feel, it feels like a knockoff because it's some like cheap TV version actor. It kind of feels like that. Like they're not using the same characters and stuff, but it feels like they're doing like knockoffs of the characters in a way. But, it's an all right show so far. I don't know how good it's going to be in the long run, but it was a good enough first episode to give it a chance.
Is it a prequel or is it?
It's a prequel. It takes place like 200 years in the past.
Sick. I just hate everything now.
I was unable to sleep and I wanted something that might be just stupid that I was curious about, so I put on the I don't even know what it's called, the Buzz Lightyear movie. Is it just called Buzz Lightyear? Yeah. Did either of you guys see that?
You only had two words to choose from, Ryan. Buzz or Lightyear?
I don't know.
No. The dumb shit I watch is like intentionally dumb.
Yeah, this was one of those things like I'm sure there's people that were mad that there was a black lesbian in it, but like it had nothing to do with that. There just happened to be a black lesbian in it.
Lines.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the movie.
She's a black lesbian.
And it was really well made. Like it looked amazing. Like absolutely, like the lighting, the sets, everything looked so good.
Yeah, the animation looked fucking nuts in the trailer that I had seen.
Yeah, I wanted to see it when I first saw the original trailer because it just looks so good. It looked like a real movie.
It's worth watching for the visuals and for the designs, like the ship designs. They do stuff with the like space travel that's super cool. Like artistically, it's a real visual treat. It's an okay movie. It's fine. Like I wouldn't watch it again for the story or anything like that. The only thing that really fell flat, and it wouldn't have seemed so bad to me, but it said in 1995, whatever, like Andy fell in love with his Buzz Lightyear toy because he saw the movie. This is that movie, and this is not a movie that Andy like. This is it. It's nothing of the like when they read the back of the Buzz Lightyear box in Toy Story, and it's like General Zorg is taking over the galaxy, and da-da-da. And it sounds like,
Right.
big, like Star Warsy space adventure. It's like, no, this is some weird modern movie that Andy would not have dug this movie as a kid.
Right.
Like, it's like a character piece, but it's not Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story at all. But like I said, like I don't know if Spencer ever wants to watch it, but Jeff sometimes subjects himself to stuff. It's totally worth it to watch the visuals. It's so good looking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like, I even heard some people say like this is a really dark Pixar movie, and I typically love all the darker like Disney stuff, like Black Cauldron and I don't know, like Atlantis and stuff that has a little more of an edge to it. So I was like, oh, I might actually like this one then.
Yeah, no,
But I
it's
haven't
a
given it a
real
shot yet.
story. Like I said, it wasn't anything like I didn't love the story or anything, and
Right.
I don't know, some of the Pixar stuff like I like it, but sometimes it's a little like, okay, you did your sad part. Let's go. Come on, let's move on.
Right.
I don't need to drag out the sadness. And this one's got some sad factors in it, so you might enjoy it.
Well, like every time Pixar comes out with a movie now, I'm like, that looks dumb. I don't want to watch it. And then we watch it. I'm like, oh, this is actually fucking great. Like Soul, I thought was great, and Coco was really good. The only ones I haven't liked are Cars and what's that one where it's
How
like Chris
dare
Pratt and Tom Holland where they're like elves or something?
Oh, the
You know what I'm
one that
talking about?
was,
The
like,
one where they're like,
completely plagiarized.
yeah, they're like brothers and they live in like the real world, but everything's a magical creature.
Yeah, it was like Onward or something really. Like,
That's what it
weird
is,
and
Onward.
uninspired.
That sucked. That was just like every trope. Like, when they were writing it, they were thinking, oh, this is fucking genius. Because like,
Well, it
like
had a
Pixar
huge
is so good at,
scandal that it was completely ripped off from a guy that had like a pitch deal with Disney, and like the guy was
really?
able to like, yeah, the guy made like a huge blog post. I don't know if anything like came of it, but I thought he had gotten like paid off for it because he made like a huge blog post where he was able to show like tons of his development materials with like proof of date and like copyrights and shit like that for it, and it had a completely different name, but it was the exact same setup and everything.
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like on the dude's like Tumblr at first, but I remember seeing it all over Twitter after a while.
Well, like, like Pixar and Disney and stuff, they're so good at making like a super emotional thing that shouldn't be as emotionally. Like, they know how to like tug at the heartstrings and stuff. And this movie just pushes that too far, where the whole point
Maybe
is
you're
that
just
their dad
soft.
died, and so they come up with a magical spell to bring their dad back for a day. But the spell goes
Oh,
wrong,
that's
and all they
horrible.
have is their dad's lower half of his body. So it's like his waist down to
Their
his feet.
dad's dick and balls.
It literally is. And so they're trying to make it like heartfelt in scenes, and it just never works because it's just a dude's pants. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can't really feel for it. You can't, like, in cartoons they used to make you feel for toys and a toaster, and this movie is like trying to make pants, something that you're gonna like
The brave
I don't
little
know.
jeans.
whimper over. It's like, no, not really. But when they were writing it, they were like, oh, this is fucking genius. We're the best storytellers.
No one's ever done this. That's the thing when people are like, no one's ever done this. And you're like, no, but people have thought of it. And then we're like, no, that's dumb. Let's not do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not do sentient genes.
Yeah, and that just sounds like a corny version of, like a corny ripoff of Full Metal Alchemist, where they try to bring their mom back and it's the fucked up Chimera.
Oh, I don't know that because I'm not a weeb.
Sure thing, you weeb.
Fucking Ryan
God,
Weeb.
you guys
Damn.
are really outing yourselves tonight. I'm
Fuck,
gonna
you
beat you
suck.
both up when you come here.
We just get super angry here, Ryan.
Yeah, this club
Fucking
is so
dork.
gay. How do I hang out with you guys?
It's Adult Swim's fault, not mine.
They mix it in with the funny stuff. I can't help it.
You guys been watching Primal season 2?
No.
Yeah.
How you liking it so far?
I never much to say except like his stuff is perfect and I love it. Like it's just it's brutal. The animation just like more the same, but I don't mean like the same stuff. I just mean more cool like economy of like panels or whatever frames and stuff. It's like very limited animation, but they do so much with it.
I don't know what it is, but like when I really like something, I can't expound on it. I'm just like, that was awesome. You know, like there's nothing really to talk about. Like, but when something's bad, it's like I can go into like, oh, this is why it's bad. Here's the technical problems. Here's, you know, character issues, whatever. But when something's good, it's like, no, just watch it. It's just awesome.
It's because you like to complain.
I guess so.
We all.
No,
I really
like
this
that
season.
too.
And it has a really cool episode. I think I told you guys in our chat. Like, my favorite one so far is this episode that doesn't take place in the Primal timeline. It takes place in the 1800s. And it's just all about like how man can become primitive in extreme circumstances. And it's just these old British dudes that are basically like explorers and scientists and stuff. And they're just talking about this discovery and this psychological evaluation and stuff. And then an escaped prisoner basically smashes into the house and just starts killing everybody. And it just turns into this horror film in the middle of this old English manor. It's awesome.
Sick.
I loved it.
That sounds rad.
It's badass, dude. But it's just like a one-off little episode. I was so surprised they did that.
I'm trying to rip off the Dark Knight Triumphant cover with a Hank right now, and I realize I hate these fucking hands. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I did this.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, Ben. Ben says that Genny Tartakovsky is the Mignola of animation.
Ooh, what up, Ben?
Yeah, I see that. I approve of this statement.
I've loved everything I've seen of Gendy's. Everything he's done has been great.
Yeah, I'm actually glad I haven't seen everything, just because there's still more for me to watch.
He's got a new show coming out next year sometime. Some kind of like steampunky action
yeah.
kind of deal.
He'd be the only dude to get me watching some steampunk shit.
Yeah.
I would be honest.
Wait till he does fantasy.
Yeah. Well, he kind of is with Primal in a way.
Don't you dare try to make Primal fantasy.
It has witches and sorcery.
Kick you in the head.
It's just Conan, dude.
Gotta ruin everything, Jeff.
Conan's not fantasy. Conan's a western that looks kind of like a fantasy.
Yeah, it's a gunslinger with a sword.
Yeah.
Who fights sorcerers
Shush.
and demons.
Shush.
Who shoot magic bullets from their guns.
You guys just love fantasy. You don't want to admit it. You're just closeted fantasy nerds.
That's totally what it is. I don't want to rip this cover off anymore. This guy's hand looks like it's made of hot dogs.
Rolling skin looks like hot dogs.
I'm sorry, whoever gets this sketch.
Spencer's gonna end up in a ditch.
Yeah, killing myself after this one.
But first he's gonna suck a big one.
Ooh. Just for the meme.
It's a delectable treat.
Guys, I found out what gay's like.
It tastes like sprinkles.
Gay is a rainbow. I want to just start working in commercials. I don't know why. Shoot commercials for nothing. Stuff like that. Big
I like how he just assumed someone's waiting for him to come make commercials.
Yeah. That's how the world works, right?
I don't know. It might, actually. I'm not really one to say it doesn't.
I've been freakishly lucky, dude. We'll see where it goes. Oh yeah, I told you guys Prompts got back to me and was like, we would love to have our song in one of your movies. I was like, well, slow down, guys. We don't even have one yet, but we got a Japanese hardcore band on board.
Nice.
All of that is lined up now too. I'm like actually kind of excited for that. I just spent 20 minutes drawing a hand.
I think I'm drawing a zombie biker.
I'll be able to tighten this up in inks on another day when I look back at this and go, why the fuck did I do this? I'm gonna have to do a day stream soon though and like ink all these, start getting them out to the backers. Cram this beard in here. Oh, we're actually doing good on time. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know how I'm going to do this. Starting over.
Power Ranger, what up? Start over. Hit the intro again. Good stuff. Drawing in absolute silence.
What'd you guys think of Mike Diodato's sexy back?
Oh yeah, what the fuck was going on?
No comment.
What a weird ass flex, man. Like the comics community has gotten so fucking stupid in the I mean, it's kind of always been stupid, but social media is a curse on the comics community. We should have never been given this platform. No one should be allowed a platform if they're in a creative field.
He wasn't wrong, though.
He wasn't wrong. Yeah, Jeff agrees with that sexy back.
How could you not? Man's 60 years old.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, but quit trying to
Those
get
lats
pussy
don't
off the back
lie.
of a shitty-looking movie. It's like, we get it, Mike. You want to get laid. Go out and do it, man. Like,
I just love his choice of being completely naked for it. It's like he
Yeah,
just shot
dude,
the waist up, and he's just like, no, you're seeing my ass as well.
yeah, that's why I was like, that's like a big gay guy flex. Is like he like a gay dude, or is that just like a dude who's real comfortable with his sexuality, like just blasting ass on the internet? I mean, good for him either way, I guess, but
I was like, legal.
yeah, right? You had to immediately share it with that
That's
dripping
Portuguese.
tongue emoji. Me and Ryan were all like, all right, Jeff, settle down. We get it. You're horny. Like old guy butt.
Get so tired of all these hot OnlyFans girls. Where's the old man butt at?
Yeah. Why is my feed not jacked old man ass 24/7? That'd be funny if that's what that one post turned Jeff's feed into. It's just all jacked old daddies.
Why is Eric Larson naked now too?
Yeah, why is this the new
Just
trend?
all old comic artists.
God damn it. I need to get my back in better shape.
Jack Kirby's ass is flat as a board. All those years of drawing just flattened it right out.
Poor Jack. Didn't have the ass for it. His one fault.
He had to overcome his flat ass and make the coolest characters ever. Always compensating for that flat ass. He was always jealous of Stan Lee's badonkadonk. He invented that word, by the way. Excelsior.
Just like Stan's
and
just like Stan's hair, the badonkadonk was fake. He had the first butt implant.
Whoa, that'd be cool. Jack Kirby's ass implants.
All right, I'm much happier with this. I'm doing a Hank, heavy Hank, got turned into a zombie.
Very cool.
He didn't make it in this version.
Very fucking cool indeed. In another world, he never made it.
In another world, he settled down with a man named Ryan. They started a family, and they lived in San Bernardino.
Sadly, got AIDS from a blood transfusion. Those poor Ryans, so susceptible to it.
Luke Haas is Ryan Winn.
I keep
Ryan
thinking
Winn
you're
story.
saying Luke Goss. Which wasn't that
Like
the...
Luke Gossett Jr. Luke Gossett Jr.
No, I think he was the guy who played the prince in the second Hellboy movie. He's a weird bald guy who was a stuntman for a really long time.
I barely made it through that movie. I don't remember it.
The Golden Army.
Oh, yeah,
I
this
don't know
is way better.
what the fuck I'm doing. What is way better?
You mean about life in general, or?
Yeah. Do you need some help on a bigger scale?
Yeah, probably. Couldn't hurt. Oh, shit.
No, I was just bragging to myself about how I'm much happier with this and the possibilities for doing a color version.
Yeah. How's your John Carpenter book going?
It's a version of color, please.
Now that we can talk about it.
Well, the first one. That's right. I'm so tired today. I didn't even think about that. I should have made today a John Carpenter topic for the show, but whatever. We've done that before. We'll do it again. I'm coloring a book called John Carpenter's, what is it, Halloween Nights? No, it's a different one. Shit. They all have the John Carpenter name, and then there's like a subtitle, and then there's that individual book. So this one's called The Coffin Road. And our friend Trevor, friend of the boys here too, Trevor Denham is drawing it. He brought me along to color it. Comes out next Wednesday. So ask your shop for The Coffin Road. And then we have a short coming out. That's in Halloween Nights. And then we have...
shops get those books.
I don't think I can announce the third book yet. I'll save that for another show. But yeah, Coffin Road.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
I thought I'd mentioned it in the chat last week. But
Hot damn. You might have.
You don't pay attention.
Crazy couple of weeks. I do.
I usually
You don't love me anymore.
Especially about you and Trevor. I love you both dearly. John Carpenter stole you both away from me. The only dude where I'm like, all right, I can't fuck with that.
Oh yeah, what has he got that I don't? Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Besides his name.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
yeah, he's got the name and the money. All right. I see now.
Yeah, but does he have a good soundtrack? Oh yeah, he writes them himself. Fuck.
Shit. Now, all my tricks I learned from him, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
His clothes, whack. His moog, whack. But me, I'm tight as fuck.
I am. Thanks, Jeff. Silence.
I was talking about me.
No one's gonna let me piggyback that credit.
Oh, it's called John Carpenter's Night Terrors: The Coffin Road. That's what it is. Next week.
John Carpenter's tight as fuck comic books for tight motherfuckers who love comic books. Right?
That's right. Their slogan, actually. Yeah, that's.
Storm King Productions, tight fucking comic books for tight motherfuckers who love comic books. Yeah, John Carpenter likes them real wordy.
No, they're super cool to work with. We mostly work with his wife and the editor, and they're both like, they let you do your thing as an artist, but they also like keep you on task. Like, they're not gonna let anything get past, that shouldn't.
Yeah.
But they give you all kinds of wiggle room to do your own thing, and
it's cool as shit. Sandy,
wiggle
right?
for me, Ryan. Wiggle for me, good.
Is that his wife's name?
Yeah, Sandra King. She's badass. Like, I should pull up a picture of her. She's like, her current biopic is like, it looks super serious, and she's like staring at the camera, and it's like dramatic looking, like
a cigarette out on her
office. But then there's a sign that says "No Whiners" on her desk. Like, it's just like, so she's got that kind of thing where she has a certain air to her, but she's got a good sense of humor, and she's pretty funny.
Yeah. That's what's great, was like, he's one of the dudes where I've been doing a bunch of research, and it's like, okay, if we are actually going to cast actors and I'm going to be on set with these people for extended periods of time, I need to know like how to like deal with these people. And I loved watching his stuff because he's like, fuck them. It's like, John Carpenter rocks. No real.
Spencer shows up to the first day. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
In fact, you're all fired.
Immediately ejected from my own set.
Who's gonna blow me first? No, Spencer, you were watching Harvey Weinstein, not John Carpenter. Damn it.
Whoops. My bad, guys. Let's run this one back tomorrow.
So I shouldn't have mutilated my dick to make it look like this?
Yeah, shouldn't have taken that blowtorch to my dick so quick.
Then you accidentally watch John Milius instead of John Carpenter and just pull up with a gun pointing at everybody?
Let's make a movie.
Say the line!
Oh, yeah, I forgot he has legs.
It's easy to forget.
And his pants. It kind of just looks like Hank taking a shit, which I kind of like now. I'm like, I might not give this one away.
Is that what started the zombie apocalypse in City of Rot? Hank's radioactive
shit
shits.
in a prison. Taking a shit in prison.
I love that show.
Netflix show.
No, it's a TGI Friday show.
Dudes shitting in prison.
Two dudes shitting in a prison. One is gay and one is straight.
But you can't tell because they're all lonely.
On cell block 8.
Sharing bathrooms.
It's a freeze frame.
Kirk Cameron in cell block 8.
Oh my god. Perfect.
It's funny. That's one of his like failed pilots he was in.
Shitting in prison. Yeah, we're gonna pass on this one, Kirk.
What about the cell block 8 jingle? Ain't that catchy, guys?
But we always end every episode with a good moral lesson. Like, don't rape your bottom bitch too hard.
Don't drop the soap.
Unless you're reaching for your shiv.
Yeah.
Because MS-13's coming behind your back and you don't want to get gatted.
MS-13.
Even back
Got
then.
him on the toilet.
Kirk Cameron has all these face tattoos just to get into the role.
That'd be cool.
But it says, like, bad words for him, so it says, like, darn on his cheek. Heck.
He's got the little, like, what is it, the dove for the Holy Spirit?
Yeah.
It's like, what does that mean? It's like, oh, it's just the Holy Spirit.
The fish.
He's got Mary, Mother of Jesus, leaning on a Cadillac, like a big art piece. All right, now we get to see some Hank tongue. Oh yeah,
the good stuff.
Hank tongue. Coming to a theater near you.
I need to piss. I had too much water.
You don't drink water.
The ice in his whiskey melted.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks water is.
Yeah.
So now I've had too much water.
Can I have a glass of melted ice, please? I mean, water.
What is this water crap?
Water ice.
I can't make this hand not look like dick, and this is why I don't do recreations of other people's art ever. So it looks like shit.
Just make everything into a penis.
Yeah, everything looks like a penis to me.
Like I was trying to be a caricature artist at the mall, but really turned out bad, guys. Let me tell you.
Make all these chicks look like penises. Their boyfriends beat the shit out of me.
But this one guy really seemed to like it. He had a huge smile on his face.
One guy kept
bought everything I had.
Starting to think that wasn't her boyfriend.
My dad wanted me to be a caricature artist. He was like, I was like, I want to be a comic artist. He was like,
Man, your dad really had low hopes for you.
Yeah. It's like, why don't you try this? I was like,
no, I've had people say that to me too. When I was younger, it's like, oh, you should be a caricature artist at the mall. It's like, oh yeah, that's really living.
Yeah, dude. My dad didn't respond to me when I told him I wanted to write comics. At least your dad told you to aim lower.
He was like, those things from the 50s? It's like, yeah, I remember those, but right.
We used to use it as toilet paper.
Yeah.
Oh, I like, all right. That's what you want to do. You might get burned, fat shitting Hank.
Oh, that's cool. Did you do like a Frank Miller style pose?
Yeah, shitting Hank. I'm done. I quit. This is why I'm the writer.
I honestly thought he was reading the chat. I thought like Rex Doom was calling himself Shitting Hank or something like.
What is up,
It's
Colin
a good like Kojima
Swinbourn?
name, like Venom Snake.
Watch
Shitting
us up.
Hank.
Watch us up. I really do have to urinate hard though, so I'm gonna leave you guys here.
Ew.
What?
Why do you gotta say it like that? I gotta urinate hard.
Yeah.
It's
I really have to go.
Saying I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, dude. I'm the writer, Jeff.
I gotta go wake up
spice it
Beth
up.
from the other room.
Yeah.
You're too verbose, Spencer.
I'll be back. Thank you. That sounds like a cool word for fat.
That's what we're here to do. Come up with cool words for fat.
Like
Husky. I don't know.
Have you seen the commercial for that new show where it's the morbidly obese ladies who cut hair?
No.
It's a new reality show.
I thought it was a setup.
They're literally like 600 pounds. One of them, I think, weighs 800 pounds. And
I had to get cut out of my house.
600 pounds.
I had to get cut out of my house just to get to work today.
Well, I'm going to cut that hair, girl.
We trim hair, not pounds.
They count a haircut as weight loss. I lost 3 ounces today.
I mean, it fell off in the shower, but it counts. No, it's always fun to have a big girl cut your hair because then they press those big old boobs up against you.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'm just no. I had one barber that was like that. She was super big, and you would literally like you'd get hit like on the side with her boobs. Like she turned, she's like, oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, you're not charging me more for this, are you?
Spencer can't zoom up on this because he's gone, but here's my Roland. And he's rolling.
Oh, cool! I see it now. I'm looking on my phone, so it's hard to make sense of it at first. He still refuses to. He still refuses to give you admin control, huh? So you can control the StreamYard as well. Doesn't trust
you. Do that?
I don't know. I hear other channels have done it, so I've never looked into it though.
Yeah, it'd probably be smart for us to do that.
No, but he likes his buttons. Because I think we even brought it up to him once before, and he was like, "Don't ever bring that up again." So, are these for City of Rot backers? Is that what you're working on?
Yep. I'm gonna try and get them all done this week and sent back to Spencer so he can mail everything out.
I know. I'm publicly shaming you right now. I'm still waiting for my Camp Rainbow copies, or just one. I just want one sent to me. You guys are torturing me.
Me and Spencer had a talk, and we decided actually not to give you one.
That's what I figured.
It's just to keep you on the hook. Like, don't worry, Brian. As long as you keep inking our books, we'll give you a copy of Camp Rainbow.
Play hard to get with him.
Spencer says never gonna get it. Did you guys watch that? Well, Spencer's not here. Did you watch that video I sent of the Chinese dude smashing bricks with his fucked up hand?
No, I missed that one.
Yeah, there's a video I sent you guys.
Spencer, pull it up. What was it? Torture, or was he having fun?
No, it looked like he fucking hated doing it, but he was doing it for the cameras. It was like Chinese Jackass, but with like Shaolin monks. It's just this dude who's smashing bricks and bending wrenches and shit, but his hand is just a mess of broken bones in a flesh bag. It's disgusting. Every time he hits it, he's just like, "Wah!" But then he does his little like cool kung fu, like, "I'm cool. I'm still tough." Wah. Did we lose Ryan? I think I lost Ryan. I think Ryan saw the picture of the Shaolin monk guy's hand, and he froze to death. Ryan's phone just died. Just like Ryan's spirit. And now it's just you and me. This is the end. My only friend. The end. I guess you're just going to watch me draw all of my lonesome. Ugh, bless me. I don't know what else to draw now. I might draw... I don't know. I'm just going to go for
it. Did Ryan get kicked?
His phone died.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I left you all alone, Jeff. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Right past the hour mark.
Now.
That's amazing. Let me zoom in on yours real quick.
Oh. Here's the finished one of Roland.
Oh, hell yeah. Flying through them, that's dope. It's like getting a panel right out of the book from El Jefre. The only sadness is that I can't share Ryan's picture now. He'll have to share it on the Twitter. I'm done drawing for now. It is not a good night for drawing for me. But I'll bring my camera back around. Set that back up real quick. I should have rolled a J. Okay, we'll go a little bit longer. We normally draw for an hour and we talk for like 20 minutes before this one tonight. I got a bunch of cool shit to ink this week. And get that off to
backers.
Yeah,
you like penciling everything?
Sketches and stuff. Yeah, it's easier for me to do it that way.
Yeah,
so then I can get a flow going with the inks and do it all at once. Whoa, my headset has great range. I can walk around most of my like ground level of my house with this thing on, and it doesn't lose connection. Very cool. Had to be done by 9:30 anyways, Ryan said. Yeah, probably a good time for us to wrap up anyways. It's about that anyway. Who are you doing now?
That's cool. I'm drawing a lady.
I mean, I'll go forever. I'm a
this
fucking
lady.
Big idiot. Oh, yeah. Drawing a Darcy.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but her tattoos are a David Bowie skull tattoo I made. And then it's Frank Frazetta's. I don't know what it is, but it's that sexy lady coming out of the reeds.
Don't you say that. It's not. It's Ginge Gingerton. I found out he's wildly litigious, which is why we'd have to, if we ever release Tomb of the Black Bloods, we have to do a new cover for it. They sue everyone who does an homage cover.
Well, isn't that because like it's not owned by his family anymore?
Yeah, the like Frazetta Girls thing
some
isn't
corporation
actually
or
the Frazetta Girls. Hello again, Ben Soto. He says, "Nice detail, Jeff."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's like everybody might be getting some Buddy sketches because he's way more fun and easy for me to draw and look cool, make look good. So drawing Hank just bums me out. I'm like, man, I am so bad at drawing this character. I should just look at pictures of Bruiser Brody and draw Bruiser Brody, and then it'll come out like Hank. It's so off the mark. I have, I think, like 15 or 20 more I need to pencil. But I'm going to be, like, actually doing, like, a lot of them. I'm going to probably be doing draw streams during the day more now that I'm, like, catching up on things. And my day job isn't as insane. Beth's surgery is all done now. Like, she recovered insanely fast. She was, like, trying to go back to work today.
Almost like Wolverine. She's hairy like him, too.
Yeah, well, the surgery was, like, last Wednesday, so it's been a week today. And, I think they told her it was, like, 2 weeks minimum of, like, recovery, and then she could, like, go back to work, but it would be, like, light lifting and shit like that for, like, a month or two. And it's like she's got, like, a friend's bachelor party to go to this weekend because she's the best man, ironically.
I always knew it.
Yeah. Beth's a great man.
The best of men.
Our buddy Brian is literally, like, the closest thing Beth has to a brother, and he essentially asked her. I think she's his best man. But either way, she's going to the bachelor party because they're, like, a bunch of goofy nerds, and they're not getting, like, strippers or cocaine or anything crazy. It's like they're going to, like, a nice dinner, and yeah, she's the best man, Ryan said. Jesus. Yeah, it's that healing factor, man. It's crazy. And she's one of the hardest fucking working people I know. Just because that's, like, her whole mentality. She has an insane work ethic.
American Queen, baby.
Yeah, like, girl essentially
like,
bought herself a house in Florida before I ever met her with her own money, working her ass off from, like, high school onward. And, like, comes from a good family too, but, like, actually busted her ass for the majority of everything she owned, and she hates being, like, laid up and not working because that's just the person she is. So it's cool to have her on board. Like, she's all, like, loves the comic book stuff now. Like, finally came to a convention with us and fell in love with it. She came to Plastic City and she was like, "Oh my god, I would do that all the time." I was like, good, because I could use your work ethic a lot. Damn, you're inking with a brush too, you wild man?
No, it is a pencil.
I thought you were inking with a... That looked like
I'm using a brush. A brush pen.
I'm just losing my mind. Oh, is that the pocket brush?
Yeah.
Little Pentel. Frege got me turned on to that thing, and I never use it enough.
I think with the next issue of Cade, I'm going to be doing the pocket brush and the Tombow for, like, majority of everything, all the drawing, like I was.
That's the one I wanted to check out, because you said that one's actually, that's not like a bleeding cartridge like the pocket brush, right?
Yeah, this is all just...
Because my pocket brush almost has, like, too much flow to it, and I'm left-handed, so, like, I already have, like, such a big problem with, like, ink control and, like, not smearing it all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I have to, like if I start backtracking, I'm like, all right, well, I need to now stop drawing. It's the same thing with, like, the penciling and stuff. I'm like, oh man, if I start going back and adding detail, I'm gonna spread this all over the fucking paper. What is that?
Yeah, I did use this for the majority of my inking on Ep.3. This is the Pilot Shunpitsu, and I really like it a lot. It's a great pen. It has this like, you know, foam tip, but it's, like, way more flexible than, you know, like...
so that's a chisel, that's not a brush?
No, it's a brush tip, but it's like foam. You know, like, Faber-Castell has, like, their own brush pen, which is just, like, a cheap little, like, soft Sharpie in a way.
Yeah.
But this has way more bounce to it, so you can get really cool, sharp lines with it. But I kept having bleed issues with the pages, and I tried Eon boards, and it was still having some bleed. And it just, there's too much ink flow in it.
Yeah.
It's like a watery ink flow, so it just... It looks fine in the book, but for me, it's like I noticed these little tiny like lines coming out for where it's bleeding. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the Tombo Funosuke, the black
crazy.
one.
Yeah, those look like the Kiritakes that
I like those a lot. The Kuritake. No, I'm not the Kuritake. I used the zebra ones recently.
Yeah.
I used some of the zebra ones for Cade, and I like them a lot. They have a nice sharp edge to them.
I can't remember who turned me onto it, but like jetpens.com had all that before you could like get a lot of it on Amazon and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I actually got those mechanical pencils too. You need Bristol board. Yeah, that's what like the Eon boards are Bristol.
Yeah.
Pretty sure like the whole line is, but they do like different grades, I guess, now, and it's kind of getting pretty fucking all over the place and confusing. I think they phased out some of the older stuff because of that.
Yeah, it's really confusing. They have like smooth
HD
and then like the HD plate, which is like their brand of is it smooth that the HD is?
Yeah, I think
like
it's
ultra
like
smooth
like
or something
ultra
like that.
Smooth or something. Yeah, because it's like a lot of people were like, it doesn't have like any tooth on it or anything, and I like having like watercolor and shit like that. Like having no tooth, I think is great for like penciling and stuff like that. But once I go to start like inking or doing anything else on it, it drives me nuts when there's like not any texture on the paper. Yeah, smooth hot press. I need to learn how to render edges better so I can make shit look 3D. This all in the shading and things. I just need to be more consistent in that.
Yeah, I like the Eon boards. They were nice.
Yeah.
It's just the ink is a little too liquidy.
For 3?
I was using Strathmore for some of the other stuff, and I wanted to try Eon because it got really good reviews. And I saw like Travel Foreman actually left a review on their website. So I thought if he's
one of
willing to leave a review on that, then that should be pretty good. I always like Travel Foreman. Do you?
If you want to list the pages on the website too. I'm gonna start updating that soon with a bunch of stuff. We can obviously wait if you want. We don't need to put it up immediately because book's not even out yet. But probably put it up like around Christmas or something, because then the book will actually be like going out to people and everything by then. It won't spoil anything.
Do you like Travel Foreman?
Trying to get better with the promotion. What?
Travel Foreman?
That's that artist, right?
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with him, but I remember like every time he comes up, I look at his art and I really like his style, but I'm not like I'm not super familiar with him. Let me see if it's the same dude, because this happens like every time.
He hasn't done like super consistent runs. Like I think his like biggest thing he did was his Animal Man run, where he designed a really cool costume for Animal Man. I thought it was great.
Yeah, the last time it came up was that Gen 13 piece that he did. Ali Garza and Travel Foreman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like trending on Twitter or something, and I've seen his Animal Man print a bunch. Yeah, I don't think I've ever read any books that he's done. I just know I've like seen. I really dig his design stuff. He looks almost more like a concept artist, and reminds me a lot of Travis Charest.
Yeah, definitely. He has like a really cool, unique style. Like his stuff is kind of like rough and like I don't know, almost like pencil lines or like dry brush or something.
That's what I mean. It has a bit of like a concept artist look to it, where it's like you can tell he's got a great feel of anatomy, but he doesn't do that standardized like rendering style of that you're like used to in comics. It's similar to another dude who's big with concept art, Tristan Jones, who does like the Alien books and stuff.
I know the name, I just can't picture the art.
Hang on, I'll pull it up. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Right?
But yeah, like Travel Foreman really hasn't had like any big runs in any comic. That's what kind of sucks too, is that like he got caught in that period of time where like comics just started to suck. And like he's a really great artist caught in this weird time period where there's just not really anything that he can, make awesome.
Like, is he on anything right now? Animal Man has so many great covers. Yeah, that's like I think that's the one that every time Travel Foreman comes up, they're like, you gotta check that out. Yeah, this is Tristan Jones.
I know that dude.
He does a lot of box art and cover art. Yeah, he do like covers and stuff for them, and he does a bunch of box art, and he's the one who recently, when Marvel did that new Alien run, he's the one who caught the new artist like plagiarizing a bunch of his shit and like plagiarizing just like action figures. Yeah, because Tristan Jones was like the go-to guy when I think it was Dark Horse handling the license for like quite a few years. And like you might not like his style, but it was selling copies and the fan base was really into the stuff he was doing. I haven't read a lot of it, but dude packs it with detail. I'm not really into the like hyper realism stuff, but there's obviously an audience for it. And then Disney bought out Fox and took everything over and pulled the license away from Dark Horse and released that Alien book themselves, and it was that big plagiarism fiasco. They had a lot of that all at once. That was actually around the same time as that Onward shit was going on. And I think that Onward stuff just got like settled quietly out of court for a bunch of money, but it's like, man, if that guy's movie got made and he just got paid for it, it would have probably been way more money than what he got hush-moneyed for in court.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Figure Drawing, by the way? Read your comment, didn't say hello. Sorry about that. Kim Young-yi uses Pentel Arts pocket brush pens, I think, among other pens, of course. Yeah, pocket brush is a big one that he uses, which is why I like it as well, as obviously, like, he uses a lot when he's doing those, like, wall ink murals and stuff, where he just draws for a crazy long time. And the big thing is that thing can open up and make, like, some pretty fucking broad lines. That's why I think it's great for if you're doing stuff on like a full-size comic board, like if you're working on an 11x17. I think the pocket brush is great, but doing this little 5x7 stuff, I'd be doing some really bold images because I do not have like super good control on brushes like that. Like if I want to do fine line stuff, I normally have to just like build it up with markers.
Honestly, I've been watching Ryan's videos for like ever since I've met him, and I've been learning a lot about inking just from watching his little tutorials and stuff on his YouTube page. It's helped me a lot.
I need to like cut like his warm-ups all together in one long video that I can just like watch alone in my headphones and like actually warm up with that, because it would probably pay dividends. But I'm such an asshole about that. I'm like I'm already like I'm happy where I am with my coloring, because I keep almost like tapering that back. Like I learned how to do cuts and grads years ago, and I'm like unlearning all of that because I hate that shit now, and I think comics coloring is going off the fucking deep end at this point. This is like, I'm happy where my coloring's at. I'm happy where my lettering is at. It's like all serviceable, and when I need to, I can do like wacky shit if I need to. But I'm way happier just like writing, and I'm like getting back into drawing is fun too. But I'm never gonna be like penciling books for other people or inking books for other people, so I don't need to take it too seriously. At least for now, I guess. Man, that thing looks fucking awesome, man.
The light I have set up keeps like glaring back at me from the pencil lead, so I can't really see it too well, and I have to angle my head over and over again.
Man, we gotta figure out a setup for you, you heathen. We'll get you some of these astronaut headphones. I don't know how good it sounds on your guys' end. I should probably like go back and listen to one of these new streams. I mean, I think I always sound like an asshole, but I don't know if it's like better quality than the blue microphone or what. These sweet Chinese headphones that fit my gigantic watermelon head. Oh yeah. You in the office this week?
No, I'm at home.
Oh shit, it's hard to hear me. That's no good. Let me see. That'd be funny if I was in the blue microphone the whole time. Is it better now?
You sound the same to me.
How about now? Just crank it all the way up.
Sounds a little louder now.
Louder now? I always think I'm crazy fucking loud. Has it really been quiet this whole time?
I mean, I can hear you all right.
Good.
And that's all that matters.
Good. Yeah, fuck the audience, right? Someone will clip that. Better. It's that or Ben's deaf. Or going deaf.
That's how you find out he's been deaf the whole time.
I guess I can talk about it. Shipping out a bunch more packages this week. Basically decided, since the merch and everything has taken a while, COVID sort of backed things up, and then Beth had her surgery. I'm going to be shipping out all of the books and everything for everyone on the original campaign, so that stuff's going to be going out. I'm trying to figure out merch to get that done for the international backers and get those out the door first, so if I can get that handled, it'll be happening. I am too, Ben. I'm sorry that you are going through the same thing. That shit sucks, man. But I adjusted my microphone now too for the other going deaf people in our audience. But yeah, trying to get everything out for the original campaign as quickly as possible now. Obviously, like the people waiting on sketches from Jeff, that'll be a little bit longer, but I want to have it all fulfilled by like mid-September at the latest, if possible. And I'm also going to start shipping out second chance campaign stuff as well. Get all of that out the door, and then once both those campaigns are all wrapped up and out the door, I'll be running a little one for the short film. Just a little test run.
Shit.
Yeah, nothing crazy, but I wanted to see, like, it helps me gauge what the audience is like. And any money raised will just go into to adding more gore effects to the final film. We're shooting it on Super 8mm, and it'll have all practical effects, all real in-frame blood, and it'll be a lot of fun. I blame Kayla. It was that one night I was on with you guys. Oh, totally believable. I have no idea of what I have. Colin, you have a ton of shit coming to you. That's basically why I need to get the merch stuff in order at this point, but we're finally sort of to a place where we can do that. But originally I was like, oh, I'm going to set it up in my basement. It'll be no problem. My basement's been about 110 degrees all summer long, because it is unfinished, and there's like an exterior door for it. And so it's not really like good conditions for printing with the ink I use. My garage, which would have been the alternate printing place, is just as bad, if not worse some days. So it's finally starting to cool off here, and I essentially have to account for that. I was like talking to Beth about that, where I'm like, if we're going to be printing our own merch, along with what
up, Kayla?
Along with the stuff that the printer's doing, then it's going to be a like fall to spring thing. Sexist mofos. Oh, because you made Ben go deaf? Welcome back, Kayla. She's back next week.
Busy swinging the sharks.
with her interviews. She's also all over the place now. I think she does a show with Joe. Joe Sawtog of Reaper Destroyer fame.
Oh wow!
I've worked in hotter. Yeah, we're not bragging here. No, because you're streaming without me. I mean, you could have come on. I told you like 2 weeks ago that we were starting to do the draw streams on Wednesday nights again. I just didn't hit you up because I figured you were still unwinding from Hawaii.
I thought you were still in Hawaii.
Even better. Yeah, no, I think she's back now. But yeah, we've been doing these every Wednesday night, Kayla. You're more than welcome to come on. We're like wrapping up right now, otherwise I would just send you the link.
Hey, I forgot. Have you ever seen a movie called The McPherson Tapes?
McPherson Tapes?
Yeah. Or McPherson Tape. Might just be that. I just saw it today. It's only like an hour long. It's from like 1989, and it's a found footage horror
Yes,
film.
I have. It's
I
considered.
didn't know there were any
like one
movies
of the
like that before Blair Witch.
Yeah, it's considered like the first found footage film. I was like, why does that sound familiar? And it's because I was thinking of the Poughkeepsie tapes that we were just talking about that Adam worked on, which
Oh,
like
yeah.
blew my fucking mind. Have you seen that?
I haven't.
You definitely need to check that out because that's another found footage one that like is really good. It kind of got overhyped for a bit because it got shelved for years and then released finally, and people talked about it being like super fucking dark, but it is really good. And I'm like, when I was looking through Adam's stuff and realized that he was like first AD on it, I was like, what the fuck? How did this not click with me like the first time we had him on? I'd have been like, sorry, Kayla, you're not interviewing Adam. I'm interviewing Adam. Because he made literally like one of my favorite found footage movies. I should get the McPherson tape though. Yeah, I think this was on Shudder like a year or two ago. It might still be on there.
Yeah,
But,
like for what it is, it's not bad. I mean, just knowing it was like the proto found footage film.
Yeah, and I know I saw like clips of it. It probably still is up, but clips of it used to be on like YouTube and stuff, uploaded under different names, and you'd be like watching it and be like, "Why do I feel like I've seen this before?" And it'd eventually click with that. There's some real cool shit like that on YouTube where it's like sort of just uploaded with no context on like dead channels that no one's ever heard of, and they end up going viral just because they're like creepy as shit. There's a lot of like compilations of stuff like that, like the creepiest dead channels on YouTube, and that's kind of how I want to. Kind of how I've been framing together the short film stuff I've been working on. I'm not really like talking about the details of it anymore because I want to just like get to it and release it. But that's why we're shooting a bunch of extra footage, because it's like even if it doesn't get used in the short film, we can upload it on a secondary channel or something and start building like a weird ass following. But it's gonna be fun. And essentially, the budget was already accounted for a while ago and everything was basically paid for. And we have the film and everything. That's why I was like, if I do a crowdfund campaign, it'll be before the big final shoot where Low-Res and Jeremy are coming out. And it'll just bolster like us getting some more effects, and possibly I'll be able to get some more friends out and do a couple more victims and kill gags. But it'll be fun. Yeah. Though I did see one about space aliens as a kid, 13, 14 years old, was confused because it was on at 3 a.m.
That might have been
that was probably the McPherson tape, yeah. It looks extremely like 80s. Yeah, we'll end it there. The books are coming. If you guys backed the original City of Rock campaign or the Second Chance and Damages campaign, I don't know about going in demand. We've had a couple people ask about it and stuff, and I know people are holding off for that, but I'm trying to hash out getting like at least one like Halloween season event going to salvage the damages and stuff. But yeah, we'll be getting all the books out to everybody that backed. So if you backed, you're guaranteed a copy. That's what the 5x7s look like on the original campaign. If you got one from Jeff, they look damn good. If you got one from me, I'm sorry. But we also got all sorts of awesome sketch cards from Jeff and a bunch of other amazing artists. Fabrizio, Aiello of Horace Hoover fame, Matt Barr from Rock and Roll Ninja, Frankie B. Washington of Kaijus and Cowboys, and a bunch of other amazing stuff. Lots of shorts. It came out on a Wednesday. You guys are familiar with them. We got an awesome variant cover from Vince Rush and Benjamin Soto, one from Shelby Robertson. Some secret surprises we haven't announced yet, and I just put in the tentative order with the printer. They essentially suggested on holding off on the proofs, which is why we might go in demand, because they want to get us the best price possible, essentially, and they were like, if we do it this way, they can include the proofs in the final pricing for whatever reason. They're basically trying to get me to lock into printing with them, and I'm like, we're definitely printing with you guys. You're the only ones that do these crazy fucking covers that we want all together. But the variants are awesome. The company is on top of it. They are blowing me up constantly. They're excited for it. They didn't really understand that we were a live campaign at the time, but now they do. So they're on top of it. They're looking forward to printing them. And no matter what, next 2 weeks the prints are going out the door. So I'll do a little bit of an overprint, but eventually those variants are going to get locked and come down. So, at least the next 2.5 weeks, those are available. But even if we go in demand, they probably won't be available after that. We'll still have good copies of the books on newsprint and damaged copies on newsprint. But most of that other stuff will be coming down. Possibly even the shirt will be coming down. So that's the heads up now. Get it while it's hot. If you want one of those shirts, get them now. If you want one of them variants, get them now, because I can't guarantee they will be around for long. They were always intended to be a limited thing in the first place. We just won't have the time with all the irons we got in the fire to keep track of a ongoing campaign after that. But yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you everybody who's back so far. Thank you, Jeff, for hanging out with me and listening to all my ranting and nonsense. Everyone in chat, always great to have you, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Was it worth the girth?